of the Hidden Clients Challenge. Oh, the joys of live. I'm so pumped to have you all here today because over the next 5 days, I'm going to show you how you can uncover premium clients that may be talking and not, or stalking, and not talking inside of your online communities, and how you can attract them with one group, one live, and one premium offer. Now, before we dive in, let's warm up. Show me in the chat that you're ready to go and you're excited to be here, and share with me where you live. I'm here. I'm going to show up 100% for you, and I want you to show up 100% for us, because today is all about the one thing that you can do fast today to massively improve the types of clients that you attract, and why it can be challenging for some people and not others. And also one thing that holds a lot, oh my Lord, we've lost it again. It has thrown us out. What is going on? I think we have, and you know what? It seems like we keep getting thrown out. So let's hope we can meet the team next. Let's see if we can meet the team. No, it ain't working. All right, let's try it this way. Will it let me? Nope. None of the things are going to work. Absolutely annoying. But you know what? We're going to roll with it. And tomorrow we're going to meet the team. Okay. How about that? Maybe my internet will be better tomorrow. You know, I have the fastest, bestest internet around, but for some reason it doesn't like me today. Well, you know what? I'm going to practice what I preach, and I'm going to say, the joys of live. I hope my team can, I know they all blocked off time for today. I hope my team can join us. But for those who have got commitments and appointments and things to go to, that's okay. You can head off. Please, hopefully you've blocked out time for tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys. So because we had all those issues, it looks like we're still live streaming, but tomorrow what we'll do is I'll get you to meet the team. But for today, let's get into a little bit of what we're going to cover. So this is today's agenda. So housekeeping, which we'll definitely do. Meet the team, we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to talk about your commitment levels. And I'm going to ask you now, what is your commitment level? Is it number 1, where you're going to be stalking and not talking, but you're just going to watch it? Or are you going to be at commitment number 2, where you're here, you're either joining us live and or watching the replay? And if you do both, even better, because, you know, the more that you immerse yourself in the content, the things that you don't hear the first time around, you'll hear the second. The third thing is, or the third level is, you're all in. You've got all the sparkle, which means you're going to show up, you're going to either do the live or the replay, and you're going to commit to doing the home play and the live in 5 challenge. Then today we're also going to be talking about let's have a look who's going to be here. We've got Sharon. She's all in, level 3, baby. I love that. And Bridget, and I'm guessing that's one of my team. Maria is all in. Excellent. Jenny's going to go now and see us tomorrow. That's one of our team members. Oh, the joys of live. I love seeing all of you guys going to really commit to doing all of the things. All right, we're going to talk about the power of 1, and then we're going to talk about the dot client. Then we're going to end with home play and your live in 5, and then there is a prize draw. Now, if you turn up live every day, you've got a chance to win most interactive and also get the opportunity to network once we go dark. We go on the dark side of the Omni world, where we will, you might meet your next client, you might meet your next accountability buddy, or even your next best friend, business buddy as well. And we'll do some laser coaching with you. Now, look at all of these prizes up for draw. If you have not yet done so, you want to head to the Start Here section, and I'll show you soon how to get there, but you could win the 3 proven video marketing formulas. Now, also, all of these prizes, if you do not attend the first day, but then you come in on day 3 or 4, it's going to continuously add your name to the prize draw. So go and do all of them, right? Because you've got 4 tickets in that first prize. Then you've got one for the OmniSam fan. There's 4 tickets available there. Live attendees, that's 5 tickets there if you come every day. Home play, that's 5 additional tickets. And your Live in 5 challenge as well. And look at these prizes that you can get when you do. And like the Live in 5 challenge, I made sure it was the best prize because the Canva Made Easy course, it will teach you how to batch 30 to 90 days of content using Canva. So I'm really excited for all of you who are attending live and who are committing to showing up and doing the work. All right, now, this is where I was meant to introduce the team, but that ain't happening today. That's tomorrow. So let's head on over and show you home base. Thank you so much, very much. Yeah, you can hear me again? Yeah? It's one of those days, guys. It's one of those days. So here on home base, if you watch this video, it will actually walk you through home base. Here you can see each of the amazing experts. If you can click on here, you can go and DM them, or you want to watch their introduction videos and learn more about them, you can click here. Now this part here, this is where new stuff is going to happen all the time, okay? So get familiar with a home base, but the quick links section is the one that will continuously be changing throughout the event with more fun things popping up all the time. Now, the video will explain the rest of home base. Let me now take you to the Here we are inside the Facebook group. Now, what you will do here in the Facebook group is you will see along the top guides. When you click on guides, this is where you'll find the Start Here questions that will give you all of those original tickets to the prize draw. And we can already see some awesome people who are already starting to comment on here. So let's just go and change this to all. There's my little introduction. There's Emma Fisher. There is Maria. We've also got Sharon there. And we've got Brother Dominic. Hello, Brother Dominic. And we've got Deborah. We've already got Raylene who's dropped on in. Bridget. Allison, and I'm sure there are more to come. There's Sarah dropping on in as well, only 22 minutes ago. Well done. All right, so as you can see, that's the first question, and just move through each of those questions. Now, let me give you a little tip here inside of the Facebook group. As well as coming into guides, you've got the Start Here section. As each of the daily home play and Live in 5 challenges pop up, I will be putting them here in the 5-day challenge. So there'll be 2 posts a day, one for home play and one for your Live in 5 challenge. Here you can see your success coaches, and if you go on down, you'll see some client testimonials. And one other thing I want to share with you about a Facebook group so that you can stay on top of the most recent post. So all Facebook groups, see this little most relevant? It will always default to most relevant, which means what Facebook thinks you want to see. But what I recommend that you do is you change it to new post. And then it will show you the most recent posts in order of when they were posted. Now, the other one, if you wanted to catch up on comments, is you would come here to recent activity. Now, who remembers the day when people used to type, F for follow, and what it would do is it would bump the post to the top of the group. Well, if you want to catch up on those, then you would do most recent, and you would see the most recent post that has had a comment on it. But I always like to view via new post, and then when I've read it, I come in here and I give it a little heart, and then that tells me I've read it, right? So go through each of the posts and read them in reverse order of when they were posted, and if you heart them, it'll help you to stay on top of what is happening inside of the group. All right, that is your Facebook group. A little bit of how to manage the flow of the posts, where to go to the guides, and where all your home play and everything's going to go. I would highly, highly recommend that you definitely favorite the home base. That video will explain everything to you, but also it will walk you through how to navigate around all of the resources. All right, now it is time to talk about what we're actually here to talk about today, which is mapping the path to your hidden clients. Now, over the next 5 days, every day is going to build upon the next day. So today is day 1, and we're going to talk about the power of 1. And then on day number 2 is we're going to look at designing one high ticket offer. Now, this is the missing link. It's the 4 Ps. When people think of their offer, they usually get a little confused and they're just trying to sell their program. But your offer is made up of more than just your program. So that we'll uncover that in the 4 Ps. Day number 3, this is my favorite day. This is the one that's literally going to change the way you view your business, and it is our Build It Day. And I'm going to share with you the 1 repeatable growth strategy, which I like to call the snowball effect. And this is going to be a game changer, day number 3. Day number 4, we're going to be looking at creating momentum. And we'll also teach you ways to overcome objections and start to step into that yes with your dream clients. And then finally, on day number 5, this is when we're going to scale it. We're going to scale with the power of 1 clear focus. And we're going to lock in your 90-day game plan, and we're going to have a celebration. And there is a dress code for our graduation final day, and it is come with sparkles. And the most sparkliest person will be the winner, because we've got so many prizes. There'll be another prize draw on the final day. So from all of those days, let me know in the chat which one is your favorite, which is the one you're looking forward to the most. All right, so what I want, look, yes, all right, everyone's getting in there. And now we've got to get into my iPad so we can start getting into the teaching part of today. And if all is well with the world, it'll work. But the way things are going today, I'll probably have to set the scene. Let me find the scene now. Everything's a mess in here. The joys of life. All right, here we go. Does it work? No, it does not. All right, let's try this. Oh, no, it didn't work. Okay, let's do this and this. All right, now we're working. Yay! All right, there we go. Oh, it's a day. It's a day. Got to roll with it, guys. Got to roll with it. I guess I'm totally practicing what I preach today, right? Just go live, do it messy, just do it. All right, let's start talking about the power of one. I want to share a story with you. You see, years ago, what I did was I decided to go live every single day for 12 months. Way back in 2016, 17. I should truly look up the date. It was a long time ago. I'd never heard of anyone doing it before when I did it. But guess what happened? I went from 2,000 followers to over 70,000 followers in 12 months. Just because I went live every day. Now, I'm not asking you to go live every day, okay? But because I focused on one thing and I did it consistently, I saw the results from that. Not only was it the followers, but my bank account also saw the results of that as well. So let's talk about the power of one. And over the coming days, all of these things we're going to talk about. As I said, every day builds on the previous day. But let's do a high-level overview of the power of one. So the first thing is one traffic source. So what is the traffic source? Well, this is where you get in front of new people. So you want to choose one traffic source. I chose Facebook, okay? Because Facebook, to me, well, you know, my daughter will say that's where the old people hang out, but that's okay. I don't mind. But on Facebook, because Facebook has lots of things you can do in it. Events and groups and banners and notifications and ats and, you know, tagging at so many things just to touch the surface. If you go Instagram, then you've got reels and stories and those little circles along the top. You see, I don't know Instagram for highlights, I think they're called. There is lots of different options, your bio, your link to bio, so many things. So you've got to choose one traffic source, but go deep, right? Go deep on that one traffic source. Learn everything about it so that you can get really good at it. Other ones might be trying to get onto podcasts, going to events, right? Getting joint venture partners, paid advertising. Now, the next one is one dream client. Now, the reason I call it a dream client, not just an ideal client, it's the dreamiest client. If you got to work with them all day, every day, you could take over the world, right? Now, we're going to go more into that in the next lesson today, but one dream client. Also, one clear message. Now, that's going to be coming up in the next few days. We're going to be talking about messaging and where people tend to go wrong with their message. Then one lead magnet. Now, if you don't know what a lead magnet is, well, don't worry. We're going to cover that over the challenge, but you only need one lead magnet. And for me, it's one live training. That's what we teach and promote, is go and teach the same thing on repeat. And then one irresistible offer. All right. And we will go more into your offer in the coming days. So over the next 5 days, one traffic source, one dream client, one clear message, one lead magnet, and one irresistible offer. All right, so that will be our focus over the coming weeks. Now, when you try to do all the things, lots of different traffic sources, lots of different ideal clients, many, many different messages. Just keep creating lead magnets because it's fun, it's easy, and it's comfortable, right? And then you just have a mess of offers. What do you think you create? A scattered mess, right? And also, it will drain your energy. But when you focus on one clear thing, everything will change. So out of those 5 things that you see there, which of those feels like your biggest opportunity right now? Which one do you think is your biggest opportunity? Get those tippy tap fingers out. Now, what I want you to do is show up daily so that we can get crystal clear on all of these. Each of these will actually make your life and your business so much easier when you can focus on one thing. So let's move into, we've spoken about traffic sources. So which traffic source will you choose, right? Where do your people hang out? And not only your people, but you need to enjoy to hang out there as well, right? And what we will talk a lot about is Facebook groups, because Facebook groups is a way for you to pull people into a group and nurture them until they're ready for you. You can continue to give value. And here's the kicker. So many people go, but they're not talking. Guess what? They're stalking. This is the hidden clients. They're in there. They're watching. And if you use Facebook groups in a particular way, there are things you can do to ensure that the stuff you're posting does get seen. So what you want to do is have one group that you bring your ideal clients into. Do not do this. Invite all your friends and family who follow you on Facebook. Because what is going to happen is you're not going to get true sexy numbers from that group. Because you won't know who are your clients or potential clients and who are just your friends and family. So when you build your group, only let people in who are your ideal clients, who have come through your lead magnets that we'll talk about later in the week, who have opted in for something, and put them in a community to nurture them. And then we'll talk more about your one lead magnet, but it will be the way in which we can get all of those stalking people who are hidden in that community to convert into ideal clients. All right. So we can see lots of people are sharing in the group, and it looks like Facebook's pretty much a goer. Well, you know, that's where I ran my ads. So that's probably where a lot of you have come from. Now, YouTube is great, and you can also, yes, you can direct them to Facebook as well on YouTube, and keep all of those questions for laser coaching, because we will be also doing that. And I know one of my team apparently has my name on them, because I keep somebody's commenting as Sally, but it's coming up as Sally, or maybe it's, I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Keep on moving. So as we can see here, your one traffic source. Okay, so let's come back here. And the next thing I want to speak to you today about is your one dream client, the dreamiest of clients. Now, can I ask, who is super clear on who your dream client is? Let me know in the chat if you're super clear. You see, here's the thing. Most people miss when it comes to mapping out their dream client. They think they have to market to everybody. my story was when I started this business, well, under a different name, but I've restarted it again. What I used to do is help everybody who wanted help in marketing, and every piece of software that could possibly be used in marketing. I would help them with lead pages and ClickFunnels and Kajabi and Teachable and Thinkific and Acuity and Calendly and all the things. And I was wondering why I was struggling. Then I started to put together a tech stack. You must use the particular tech stack that I was using, and my income and my sales skyrocketed when I stopped trying to market to everybody using every piece of marketing software. Now, imagine that there's this thing called the dot client. Now, this is something I learned from Dean Graziosi. He was the one who introduced the concept of the dot client. So just imagine it like, let's come back here. Where's my little thingy? So just imagine it is like a big bullseye. Okay, like a big bullseye. And what most people are doing is they're throwing darts all over the place, trying to appeal to everyone rather than focusing in on that one dot client. So let me know if you're guilty of this in the chat. Put your hand up in the chat with a little emoji. Yep, I'm guilty of this. I'm throwing darts at anything and everything. Right. So instead, let's decide on that dot client. One clear one with one problem they're facing, and showing them how you can create that transformation. Right? So just imagine a client who wants to help women lose weight. So they want to help women. Great. And they want to lose weight. But what type of weight do they want to lose? What about if it's baby weight? Okay. So they want to lose baby weight. And maybe your method is helping the people to lose baby weight who want to eat vegan. Now we're really starting to dial it in even more. And then maybe your person, or the other ways in which you help people, is through Pilates. So this becomes your dot client. See, by drilling down, women, baby weight, vegan, Pilates. Now, instead of just being a big voice in a crowd, you are now speaking directly to your dot client. And she's going, wow, she's talking to me. Right? So another example for you, for our dot client, is who we help. So we help coaches. I always like to say people who like to teach people stuff, right? You're a service-based business. And who are they really? Well, they're coaches who are stuck with time-draining tasks. Right? They're spending loads and loads of time doing manual processes. And that time doing those tasks is draining. They're also struggling with follow-up. They struggle to consistently follow up with people. And they've got lots of tech kind of sticky taped and duct taped together, and they're just not sure how it all talks to each other. Right? So that is our dot client. Service-based businesses, coaches who are drained doing manual tasks, who are struggling to follow up consistently, and they've just piecemealed all of their tech together and they're just not sure how to use it all. They're so overwhelmed by it all. Now, that is very, very different to teaching people all the things, right? All the things. So this is going to be your task today, is to map out your dot client. Because when you speak directly to them, immediately they go, yep, that's me. And they put their hand up, just like Sarah, right here. Yes, that's me. Whoopsie, I wasn't meant to move you, Sarah. Let's go back and back. I wanted to move this thing out of the way so I could fix this thing. Oh, my Lord. It's one of those days. I'll tell you now. It's one of those days. Don't forget to keep commenting in the chat. All right. So who are you speaking to? Is it to the right person who is actually going to hear you? They're instantly going to raise their hand and go, yep, that's me. Because when you do that, what you're going to get is you're going to attract more people that are the perfect fit or the dreamiest clients. And you'll get fewer time wasters. So drop me a little diamond in the chat if you're going to do this home play today. Yes, you're going to get this shit done, or GSD. You'll learn a lot about GSD when you hang around me for a while. So as we start to wrap up today, this is why I want to talk to you about the power of one. Because when you focus in on that one dot client, that dream client, one clear message, attracting people via one traffic source through one lead magnet and one irresistible offer, you're going to stop scattering all of your beautiful energy and start attracting the right people. So I can see all of you dropping your diamonds in, those little sparkles. I love to see that. That is so exciting that all of you are starting to commit. And also, we want you to commit to this just for this week. It's only 5 days. So no other L&D this week. I want you to focus on this. Can you promise me that? You see, most challenges that we run, only 10% of people that start on day 1 end up at day 5. And they're the real action takers out there. Are you going to be my 10%? Yeah? Drop 10% in the chat if you're going to be my 10% that are here on the final day. Yeah? Love that. Look at you all go. Yes. Fabulous, guys. All right. So let's dig into today's home play and what you'll get up to. So today's home play, I want you to go into the start here section and do each of those 12 little tasks in there. And we showed you how to get there before. Also, you can access them via the home base. You'll see a quick link via home base there as well. And I want you to draw your dot client target. I want you to snap a photo of it and post it in the group so that we can all see who your dot client is. Now, you never know, when you post, you just might have somebody else's little eyes look at your dot client and go, that's me, right? So make sure you do your little bullseye and post that dot client. And today's live challenge. This is the best part for me. I love this because I get to go to bed and listen to all of your videos at the end of each of the days. It's a guilty pleasure I have during a challenge. Now, if I get really busy and I will heart it. I won't always comment, but I'll definitely heart it because sometimes I'm walking or I'm doing things around the house as well with my headphones in, and I'll make sure I heart it. But what I want you to do is I want you to go live, but then I want you to watch and comment on up to 3 other people's, because how does it feel when someone comments on your live? It feels pretty good, right? So I want you to do the same for others, okay? Comment on theirs. So what are we going to get you to talk about today? Well, this is what you'll be speaking on. So write this down. First off, who you are, right? And one fun fact about yourself. Now, no pitching and promotions here, but we want you to share who you are. Look, if you want to give us a tour, you show us where you live, let me meet your fur babies or your feathery babies. We love it. We're fur baby and feather baby friendly around here. We even let them, it's bring your dog to work every day in my office. The second thing you're going to say on the live is, why did you join this particular challenge? And then you're going to talk about what intention are you setting for this week? And then finally, what did you like best about day number 1? So if you're brave enough and you're going to go live, drop me a little camera emoji in the chat and let us know that you're all in. Because this, if you've never done lives, is going to be a way to build your confidence. If it's your first ever live, please tell us. I want to know. And please don't delete it. Make sure you save it to your phone, because I can tell you I deleted my first ever live and I wish I didn't. When I went live, it took me weeks to go live. I would set my phone up on a toilet roll and a box, and I'll share that story another day, or maybe I'll share it if you ask when we go dark. But every day I would walk up, I'm going to go live, I'm going to go clean the pantry. And then I'm going to go live, I've got to go fold the laundry. So I eventually hit the button and I could feel the sweat rolling down my back and into my butt crack. That's how nervous I was, seriously. I was so nervous. If you have got days, you can scroll back through YouTube or my Facebook page. I don't even know if it'd take you forever to get back through Facebook. You can go back and see some of my earlier lives. They're atrocious, right? But what I found when I go live is I just treat it like I'm speaking to my best friend, right? You're my buddy. We're having a coffee, having a chat. But it didn't start out like that. And this is where you will build your confidence muscle. Right? You'll build that confidence muscle, and I promise what you feel on day 1 will get much easier on day number 5. All right. So that's it. Tomorrow, what we're going to be looking at is design it. The 4 Ps to an irresistible offer. It's huge. When you build this irresistible offer, it's the kind that your dream clients can't ignore. So if you've ever struggled to package up what it is that you sell, day 2 is going to blow your mind. All right, before we wrap up, we better do our prize draw. So 2 hours before we go live, our team go and put in all the names. Now, we've only got 2 prize draws and then most interactive for day 1, but every other day is going to get more and more people. So you've got a bigger chance to win today. So this is those who did the Start Here section, intros, goals, struggles, and tools. And our winner is... Yay! Yay! And then congratulations, Sharon. And then this one is for our Sparkle Omni fans. And our winner is Manuel! Woo! And some sparkles. Woo! Woo! Alrighty, guys, so great. Now, before we head off, I always love to come into the room and ask for what was your biggest key takeaway in the room. So I'll give you a minute to think about what was your biggest key takeaway from today, and I'm going to bring up 3 people. Raise your hands if you're someone who's willing to come up and share your biggest key takeaway. And you know what I do, right? If you've been to these before, even if you don't raise your hand, I bring you up anyway. Yeah. All right. First up, we have Alison.
Recording in progress.
Alison, please share. Woo! Uh-oh. 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 Hello over there on my other camera.
Yeah, I love that version, Sally. That looks really cool.
There we go. Kind of get the side action view there. Alison.
It's nice to see that.
It's always so
like your
put together.
Setup,
you don't want to see what's going on behind there. All my painting stuff everywhere and a messy whiteboard. What was your biggest key takeaway today, Alison? Oh, before you do share that, share what it is you do and who you serve.
So my name's Alison Eads, and I am an artist and a mentor, a spiritual mentor, an educator and a creator, and a sound and energy healer. And I serve people, I help people on their awakening journey. I hold their hand through their awakening journey to help them open their hearts and find inner peace.
Oh, we love you, Alison. And what was your biggest key takeaway from today?
Certainly the dot client, Sally.
Yeah.
When I work with chakras, I go into the tiny little point at the center of the chakra, and I'm going, oh my God, this is just so relevant. And I've already done my, as we were talking.
Yay. I love that. Look, she's already done her home play. Bonus ticket for Alison, guys. Throw in a bonus ticket for Alison. She's already done her home play. I love that. Next up, we've got Dewey. Come on up, Dewey. You just need to start talking and you'll come on screen.
Hi, Sally. My biggest takeaway today was the bullseye exercise as well. It made, because I'm quite a visual person, so this has made it really easier. Because I've also got a bit more than one ideal client picture. So this helps me to niche down to the people I would like to help. Yeah.
Awesome. And before you go, let everyone know who you are, but who do you help?
Well, just designing a program for women over 50 who start all over again to help them the pathway to getting their self-confidence and self-esteem back and getting in touch with their values and fulfilling the dream that's been on a shelf and covered in cobwebs for way too long.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Yes, values are so important, right? Like I've noticed, especially through the hiring process, how important values are, because you can always teach people how to do things, but you can't teach values, and you've got to hire based on values, because the things that they do, we can generally upskill them, but the way people are wired and their internal values is definitely something that we look at first in the hiring process. All right, and the third person I'm going to bring up here is Bridget. Yes, Bridget, come on up.
Hello.
Hello.
Trying to get to the voice. There you go. There you go. So my biggest thing is I need to focus in on the one. That's my big thing. Make it simple. Do the one thing, do it over and over and over again, and then branch from there. So that's my biggest takeaway. I actually do supplements, but I'm focused on women over 60.
Perfect.
And part of that is, again, kind of what she just said before, which is the values, and their focus is all over the place because they're just reinventing themselves for the last third of their life. So it's kind of, part of it is also slightly coaching, but zeroing in on focusing on your health now that you're over 60 and you want to be good for the long haul.
Yeah, good. Awesome.
So.
I love that. It's getting so much clearer than when we first started talking, right? It was kind of anyone who wants supplements. I love that. All right, guys. That is the end of day number 1. So we covered the power of one, and this is going to be the fastest way you're going to uncover those hidden clients that are stalking and not talking, and how to build some momentum by focusing really on just that one thing. Now, thank you everyone for showing up, for engaging. And before we go, I generally forget this, but who was our most interactive? I always forget that. And Sarah is the one who helps me with that. Let me find that. And Sarah, come on up.
I'm here.
Okay, you may not be pinned because it's just doing that thing. Hang on a second. Maybe if I undo you and redo you, that'll be interesting. Remove from camera and then add to camera. Right, talk for me now, Sarah.
Okay.
Nah, not working, but we can
That's
hear
okay.
you.
I'll just talk. I am so excited to announce that the most interactive participant winner today was my Sparkle sister, Sarah McCall.
Sarah McCall! Woo! Yeah, baby. Awesome. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining us on day number 1. Get out there, GSD, get that shit done. Do your home play, do your live. Thanks for showing up. And as always, never let anyone dull your sparkle. Make sure you get one income producing activity done each and every day. And I have to add, every day be marketing. And if you go and watch last Tuesday's live, you'll know why. Bye for now.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares?